with that three-point shooting that we saw in Game 4, DG.
Yeah, I mean, they penetrated, kicked, found each other, was in rhythm, confident, taking the shots, making the shots.
Josh Okogie for three. That one is good as well. And then later in the second here, Shepard drives, gravity, kicks it out to Tari Eason in the corner for three.
Tari Eason been playing some hell of a basketball over these last two games. And by the way, Reed Shepard did an excellent job of being the floor general last night.
But things still got tight in the fourth quarter. And let's just remind everyone, Game 3, this is when LeBron James, he picked Reed Shepard's pocket. And then that led to the game-tying three to force overtime. They did not want history to repeat itself. So 3 minutes left in the fourth, Lakers down 5. LeBron James drives.
Okay.
High off the glass. And then he spots Reed Shepard, gives him a little bump there on the drive back. But on the very next possession, Reed Shepard, he almost loses it. He gets to that midi spot instead.
No, not tonight.
Rockets back up by 5. And then the next possession here, it's LeBron who's bringing the ball up here.
How the tables have turned.
Repaying the favor the other day.
Let me get my lick back.
Call the cops. We got a thief out there.
Not letting the king intimidate him on that play. And then under 2 minutes to go, the Rockets at 5. Tari Eason drives. And Austin Reeves here, an offensive foul was called. The Rockets, they would end up challenging it, and they determined that Reeves was not in legal guarding position, so Eason would head to the free throw line. He made both free throws. It's a 7-point game. LeBron dribbles it up. He takes a three. He wasn't making them last night, and he didn't start at the end. Jabari Smith secures the board, so Houston gets the win, and afterwards I caught up with Alperen Sengun on their mentality going forward. How much confidence do you have heading into this Game 6?
Everybody feeling amazing. You know, nobody's tired. Today, everybody showed it. And we're going in front of our family, fans, you know. Hopefully, it's going to be a lot of people out there. And, you know, we're going to protect home and come back here for Game 7.
Listen, it's one game. You give credit where credit is due. They've played well the last 2 games, exceptionally well. And we've got to answer the call. I mean, it's the next game. And try to flush this one. Obviously, we got to learn from our mistakes. I think we made some mistakes tonight. Too many unforced mistakes. You know, so we got to be better on Friday.
All right, so no travel booked to Oklahoma just yet. The series, it's headed back to Houston. And the Rockets, they're just the 16th team to force a Game 6 after being down 3-0 and look to become the 5th team ever to force a Game 7 in that scenario. So, Mr. Perkins, you called this one. How have the Rockets turned the series around?
You damn right I called it, Malika, and I was right, like I'm always right.
You started on that a little too much.
Because here's the fact. Houston Rockets have found their identity on the defensive side. Back-to-back games holding the Los Angeles Lakers under 100 points. And I want you to look at these plays, but I want you to watch Reed Shepard because they have been trying to target him and search him out. He has been doing an outstanding job of holding his ground and getting into the fight. I want you to watch him get into the legs of Rui and then watch the awareness of Alperen Sengun anchoring the defense from stopping the layup, and then all of a sudden you make them take a tough contested three-point shot. They box out, rebound, get a stop there going the other way. Here it is, late in the fourth quarter, 2:29 to go. Reed Shepard again, they're trying to search him out to get the mismatch so that LeBron James can attack him. All of a sudden, he makes a gamble, gets the steal, he's headed the other way, and he elevates for the dunk. Last night, the Lakers went 3 for 13 trying to target Reed Shepard as the primary defender, and it did not work.
Well, when you look at the Lakers here, the points allowed against Los Angeles, they have really started to tighten up here lately. And there's a lot to unpack when you look at the reasons why, Danny. Yeah. What are you seeing here from the Rockets?
I mean, they just collectively playing a better floor game, like Perk said. You know, Sengun, they've been struggling the point guard position. You know, the biggest issue with the Lakers was the traps. Sengun handled the double teams a lot better last night. Even had 5 turnovers, they played a better.
8 assists.
Reed Shepard, he had 8 assists. He was playmaking, doing all those things, and scoring at the same time. So shout out to them. And they made shots. They shot 35 from 3 or plus,
and
35.
That's a big difference. It feels like the shooting for the Los Angeles Lakers, Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart, through the first 2 games, they were 20-point-a-game scorers, and they were very confident in that. And all of a sudden, the tables have turned, where the Rockets have started to hit those open shots. Ime had always said that he liked the looks that the Rockets were getting, but now all of a sudden they're hitting those looks. So we know, our Shams Charania reported earlier today, there's not going to be a Kevin Durant. He's not coming back for Game 6. He still has that ankle injury. But it's starting to feel like, could the Lakers be in trouble here, Perk?
They are in trouble.
Yeah.
They are in trouble. And matter of fact, the Rockets are going to win this series.
Ooh.
Everything right now, the Rockets,
Wow.
yes.
History.
Yes, making history. And I'm sorry because Braun is going to be on the wrong side of it. But right now in this series, it favors the Rockets. When you think about the youth that they have, and now you're looking at the scheduling, right? You're looking at the age of a LeBron James. They play Friday night. They have a 3.5-hour plane ride. They lose 2 hours. Did you see Amin Thompson last night? He played 45 minutes and looked like he could have played another game.
And you know what Alperen Şengün said in that post-game interview with me? He said, we're not tired.
They're not.
He
Feel
made a point
amazing.
in saying that.
Perk, listen, I love that they have better chances. They are playing better. Lakers look tired. LeBron does look tired. But 159 teams have never won coming down 3-0. I don't see them being...
Well, guess what? We're in 2026, and I'm going to tell you something about this Rockets team that I'm watching. Not only are they playing for the name on the front of the jersey, but they're playing for the names on the back of their jerseys. And this Rockets team is not only here to prove to the world that they could complete the mission, they're proving and sending a message to Kevin Durant as well that's saying, we want to get it done because we want to show you and the rest of the world that we don't need you right now to get this done.
So if the Lakers are going to win this series, they have 2 games to win 1. Is it going to come down to hitting shots that they couldn't? We didn't even mention they did get Austin Reeves back in this game. What's it going to come down to for LA?
He needs another game. He needs to get his rhythm. Obviously, Luke Kennard has to play better. I think he needs more usage.
All right.
And as much as Rockets want to send a message, you know LeBron James is going to send a message as well. JJ Redick is going to send a message also. They're going to be way more prepared they are for Game 6 than they were at Game 5. Their intensity, their level of focus. LeBron James, he has beat Father Time and time again. I don't think he's going to allow fatigue to set in Game 6 and allow this group to outrun them again.
But you're saying getting Luke Kennard involved, but how? When the athleticism of the Houston Rockets then kicked in. This is back-to-back games where he's been held under 10 points. You were saying Marcus Smart be better. Can he go out and get a 20-point performance? I think when you look at this series, yes, J.J. Redick, he started off, he was coaching his ass off, coaching circles around Ime. Ime started making adjustments, and now he's getting the best of his team. Okogie coming in playing big minutes. We saw Finney Smith come in yesterday and hit some big-time threes. All of a sudden,
he was hitting his shot. It was the best game offensively that he's had in this series. But now I think for the one outstanding for Los Angeles, LeBron James has yet to have a big game. And you mentioned the lack of threes, the lack of dunks, maybe pointing to some fatigue for him. But still, LeBron
James going to be fired up in H-Town come Friday, that one. I'll tell you that.
Can we take a trip to Cleveland here, Perk?
Why not? We might end up back. We're probably going to end up back there soon.
Evan Mobley and Dennis Schroeder, they earned it, right? A late charge for Schroeder and the Cavs. They pushed the Raptors to the brink of extinction. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. All right, 4 minutes left in the first quarter. James Harden shoots, can't get it there, but Mobley there for cleaning it up.
I love the call.
He answered the call. Him and Jared Allen. Jared Allen's blocking shots. Evan Mobley knocking down threes, playing defense, pushing the break.
Unfortunately,
slow Euro.
Injuries have been a part of this postseason. And Brandon Ingram, you see him just tweak his heel there. He left. He didn't return to the game. Cookies here for Jacoby Walters going coast to coast.
Ooh, body game.
That was such a lazy pass, though.
Body game.
The Raptors not going away. A minute into the fourth quarter, Jalen Tyson gets it in the corner.
Oh.
Knocks down the three.
Tough bucket.
Dennis Schroeder passes to Mobley, same corner.
Yeah.
The crowd is loving it.
Don't game plan for that. You don't game plan for Evan Mobley threes.
And then midway through the fourth quarter, Dennis Schroeder knocks down the three.
Not go under the screen.
He said something, I'm not going to say what he said, but he spoke at length probably for about 2 or 3 minutes at halftime just about what he saw and what we could have done better as a group. And then after the game, we were like, damn, I guess you were just talking to yourself.
Well, yeah, because he took over. So he gives a speech at halftime, and Schroeder helps power Cleveland to take a 3-2 series lead in this game. So Cleveland, they looked shaky at times early on, but they ended the game on a little cavalanche to take a 3-2 series lead. Cleveland outscored Toronto 32-18 in the final 14 minutes of that game, knocked down nearly as many threes as the Raptors had field goals during that run. And Cleveland notched their first playoff win when trailing by entering the fourth quarter since Game 1 of the conference finals against the Raptors. That was 2018. So, Perk, you were chilling on the bench at that point?
Yeah. I was
all right.
averaging 1,500 claps.
Yeah, 1,500 claps a game.
I was doing a great job. I was a star in my role.
And that is very important. Can you be a star in your role here and tell me what your key takeaway is from this Game 5? You're always a star in your role.
The big man, Malika.
Okay.
I got to go with Evan Mobley. He is the most important player on this squad.
And you've been asking for it.
And look, he had that balance last night of being a big man with guard skills. And I love when he's attacking downhill with authority. We saw that. And here's a few examples right here. Not doing too much, hanging out around the dunker spot, having 2 feet in the paint, being ready to catch and finish, not hanging out in the perimeter. And then all of a sudden what you see is we're watching one of the most skilled bigs in the game. And what can he do best? What can he do also, DJ and Malika? He can stretch the floor. 3 big three-point shots in the fourth quarter that were huge. He was 3 for 3 from the field, and they needed every single one of them. He just have to be consistent night in and night out.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Schroeder, shout out to Evan Mobley, had big fourth quarters.
Yeah, huge.
But Cleveland is in trouble.
What you mean?
If you're relying on Evan Mobley in this series, this is going 7. And if you let those young boys, which they do right now, they have a lot of confidence. CMB didn't play his best game, but Jacoby Walters came out to play. He's finally out that cold slump. I don't know what Scotty Barnes' injury is. B.I. has a heel thing.
It's a thigh bruise.
He'll be ready.
He's going to be ready. Lights, camera, action. They're going to be in a city in Toronto. You know the fans are going to get up. So they're going to win that game 6. It's going to 7. But you let them come to that confidence, and you don't see James Harden and Donovan Mitchell in that fourth quarter. Last night, they have a fourth quarter like that again. They could be going home in the first round.
I believe, I'm with you, it will go 7. I'm looking at big picture, and if you're the Cavs, you walk away from, you got to take the win, but you're not happy about it. Yeah. You can't give up 120 points in regulation at the crib. At some point, this team got to have an identity defensively if they're trying to get to where they're trying to go, and we know they're trying to get to the promised land.
So both of you all have this going the distance.
7.
Yeah, I got to go on
7 games, and it starts in the 6 for 6. All right, we have got a lot to get to, though, on NBA today, including the Magics and the Pistons. That series took a turn. A heavyweight battle of #1 picks. A little Cade versus Paolo.
Malika, they play tomorrow. Get ESPN to get us a check and get us down.
Okay, yeah, that's the call you got to make, buddy. The Nuggets season, it could come down to one key player. We've got a critical update for you all on Aaron Gordon and his status.